So anyway, I think I got cut off. But anyway, my customer, he decided, he found a used Fazioli 228. And he decided that he was ready to get a larger piano. And, you know, I knew Fazioli pretty well. My dad sold Fazioli for a while. And so I had the opportunity to tune a lot more Faziolis than most people. So, in fact, gosh, I was still in my 20s, and I got to be Fazioli's technician at the World Pedagogy Conference. So that was an experience. I spent a week with Mr. Fazioli, and basically ate two to three meals a day with him, and you know, got an opportunity to tune pianos and meet a lot of great pianists and great educators. And let me tell you, that was one nerve-wracking experience. When I went down, and I was like probably 28 years old, and I had driven a truck down to Atlanta with a Fazioli, gosh, I think it was a 212, and what was the other one? Was it maybe a 183 or something like that? Yeah, we had two smaller ones at the time. We had sold our concert grand, and so unfortunately we couldn't bring it down. But the 212 we had at the time was just a killer piano. So anyway, I was there. I prepped out all the pianos really early in the morning, and then Mr. Fazioli arrived, and I thought to myself, oh gosh, this is like the sink or swim moment right here, because if he comes in here and plays this piano and he doesn't like it, I'm stuck here with him for a week. So pretty much, you know, I was just begging to God, like, please let me have done the tuning of my life, and please let him like whatever I did. And he came in and he played, and I was so nervous. And he was very complimentary. He loved the piano. He loved the way it felt. So, you know, I was so thankful. And from then on, you know, I just really enjoyed just getting to know him a little bit, because he's like a legend, you know. And the man just dreams pianos, basically. I mean, that's his whole life is pianos, which is pretty cool. You know, it's pretty rare that you find someone who has the background that he has in engineering, but also is a great musician. He's a very fine pianist. And then he also has the resources to be able to build whatever piano that he wanted. He basically started from scratch. I mean, how many people are able to do that? So anyway, I told the customer when he called me and said, I found a Fazioli 228. What do you think about those? I said, well, gosh, I mean, of course you want to get it checked out. Either fly me up to Connecticut, or if they have a really good, reputable tech up there, which I'm sure there are, you really need to get someone you trust to look at it. Because, I mean, there are a few little issues you could look for in Faziolis, but, you know, for the most part, if it checks out, you know, they're hard to beat. I mean, they're one of the great pianos of any size in the world, in my opinion, especially for a home setting. So he did. He went up, he took a look at it, and it worked out really well. He brought it down, and it's a really, really fine piano. So anyway, I've been tuning it. Gosh, I've tuned it. This will be maybe the fourth time since he got it. It kind of had some adjustment period in his house, you know, and that's pretty typical when you move a piano from one location to another. Especially down here, it's a lot more humid probably than what it was up in Connecticut. So it's starting to settle in a little bit, but he just had a flood in his apartment. Apparently, I don't know if it was the dishwasher or what. I'm not sure what leaked, but something did. And so let's see, I'm sorry, I'm trying to find parking. Trying to drive and park is always fun. But yeah, he I think was all right, here, let's see. I think this is parking right here. We'll just put it right here. That way no one gets in front of us. Alright, so we'll finish this up real quick. So anyway, it's a great piano, but I'll tell you, Faziolis, you got to be on your game when you tune them. I mean, they're extremely sensitive to if you don't get the stretch right on them. If you don't tune them very, very accurately, they won't sound good. I think a lot of that is that they have all the non-speaking links to the strings, and I mean the triplexes, the duplexes, everything are all tuned. So if you aren't really accurate and do it right, you'll not only get noise coming from, the note that you're tuning, but you'll get sympathetic noise from other duplexes, and it really is. It's a piano that you have to be on your A game when you tune one. And if you haven't tuned one before, it's a little bit of a different experience than tuning like a Steinway or a Bissendorfer. Bissendorfer is much easier, in my opinion, to tune. But boy, when you get that Fazioli right, the amount of power and sustain and just the amount of tone that you get out of that thing is just incredible. And it's a joy to play. I mean, the action is just so responsive and sensitive. So just a great piano. And I love tuning it. So we'll go in and see how it did. I'll check back in with you after this and let you know how it did. Thanks very much.